Out Loud after-school writing program at Aptos Middle School, and he's a 7th grader. Max is one of those students that comes into class, and really he's already a talented writer. He has a very natural way with words, and we're really just giving him a platform to do what he does best. So with some students, the struggle can be trying to figure out what is their story, what do they want to write about. I think Max wrote his story pretty much on the first day, and after that I would try to talk to him, are you sure? Do you want to change topics? Do you want to explore something else? But he was definite. This is his most important story, and so I'm really excited for him to be able to share that with you right now. So I'd like to welcome Max up to the stage.
My name is Max Isaacson, and my story is about my grandma. She meant a lot to me. And when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer, or a comedian, or an actor, or an author. So much choices. Too much time. My story is called The World Is Not to Blame, and I hope you enjoy it. My grandma was the one I care about, the one I love. She made me the person I am today. She's a wonderful woman who fought on until she couldn't handle it. On her birthday, she gave up the rope and died. When I heard the news, being 7 and fragile, I was shocked, even more shocked than when my friend died. She was part of my family. That mattered more than a friend. It was the burial day which brought me to love her the most. The weather was gloomy and made it so much worse. My dad and mom were pretty upset because she was part of the family. I can't believe Grandma died. This is so not fair, I saw. I felt sad for her, for she was alone in the hole. It was dark and scary. It seemed like the very pits of hell. I saw family members around me crying as well. The stone was in front of me, cold and heartless, just like my grandfather after she died. He doesn't even give a care about me. Rarely sees me, and when he does, he ignores me. Why did she have to go? I want her now, I blurted. Calm down, we all feel sad, my dad mumbled. My dad, aside from my grandma, is the one I love most. We have a special bond, not as father and son, but as friends. I would be even more sad if he died. He would want me to stay strong. That is what we Russians do. Jump into life and let it envelop you. I became closer to my grandma when I went to Russia. We had to kill and prepare food. That is how it is done. I thought it would be as hard as a beet. It was quite easy and fun. Surprised? I know you are. Back to my grandma's death. One night, I got one last message from her. There she was in front of me, smiling. I wasn't frightened. I wasn't creeped out. I was happy. Grandma, I thought you were dead, I whispered. Who are you talking to? My dad questioned. No one. No one at all, I said. My imagination this time was not making it up. This continued for 2 weeks, and some nights I was afraid to go to sleep. I remember about her. She never had a smile off her face, even in death. She is watching over me. I am glad. She won't stop working hard, not until I die. Her job of caring after me will not be complete. I felt sad and scared about how life will continue. It is perhaps the worst day of my life. I know there will be worse days later in life. That is the cycle of life. We cannot break it. We cannot escape it.
I would now like to ask you a couple of questions about being a part of Streetside. So my first question is, how did you choose what to write your story about?
Well, I really took to me what was passionate about me. My grandma was a large part of me. She made me who I am today. She inspired me to write, and she inspired me to do the things I do today. She was there whenever I needed her, but I wasn't always there when she was there, and when she died I wasn't there, so I'll never forgive myself for that. And yeah.
And Max, what was your favorite part of the Streetside Stories workshop?
It has to be editing, because it makes the story, it might be harder to write it, but it's like better that people give ideas or what I should add, like when were you born, or like how old were you, which has nothing to do with the story. And it better, makes it like complete editing is a huge part. So, yeah.
Right. And my last question is, how did it feel to write and then tell this story to all the people in this room?
People think of me as someone average, and that I'm just gonna do something like walk around in the halls and do what I'm supposed to do. But look at me now! People are playing sports and being all popular and cool and getting lost in the darkness, I don't know. And I look away from them and I think to myself that I'm more than average, I'm better than them.
Yeah.
I know I'm better than them. So,
Thank you so much, Max. I see the future as a comedian is looking very bright for you.